Lifeline. I just
Okay,
started
number
off.
1. In what way are women either constructed as the other or not constructed as the other?
Oh, so like we're supposed to either defend it, like saying that they're the other, and then or they're not. I don't know.
Women are the other
What do you guys think?
or not the
Yeah,
other?
so one of my one of the things that I like about the article is that the author talked about how men see women as the other sex
Yeah.
or the other gender just because they're women. They always think that they're weak, they're incapable of the things that
Yeah.
men do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they treat women as like an accessory to the men. That's how I understood the article.
Yeah, it's like the women, I mean, yeah, the women are seen as objects. See, the
Mhm.
men
Yeah.
women as objects, and you just because they think that we are like we rely on them and stuff. We can't even do anything by ourselves.
Mm.
So women are women to them are objects that please their what do you call it desires,
and stuff like that.
but we're not important.
Yeah, that's like what the article is saying.
And men are subjects.
So we're supposed to either say in what ways we are.
What ways are
Oh, so
women
that's
either?
in what ways women are the other. So what ways are they not the other? Um, well, we're people too, and I
Yeah.
mean like not all men, especially like now in this age, like view us as less important. I mean, maybe society, because it has been like
Mhm.
for the longest time, women were like below men, but
But now everybody's equal.
I mean,
Women
there's
have
still
this-
some
yeah,
situations, like, but it's getting a lot better, I think, because
you see women in government, like
Mm.
maybe, yeah,
women power.
women are getting more power, yeah, and like before, like women would have to always like listen to like what their husband says,
Yeah.
but now it's more like equal. I mean, some families the husband might be more powerful, but I think at least in our church, we're supposed to like be like equal partners, so that's
Right.
the way that women aren't the other anymore, really.
Okay, number 2. How are they outside or inside? What is considered normal for a given society? How are they inside?
So
They outside?
like why are women different from the rest of society? In other words, patriarchal society, so like men.
I don't know. Maybe it's because women choose have emotions when they make decisions. And men are too
They're not sensitive enough.
yeah. They just don't think.
That's true. I was thinking how like men's society is like war,
War,
because throughout history it's all been like men. And then maybe
Like
women are more reasonable.
Yeah. try to think about something.
And they're not as
Make peace.
silent. Yeah, like I think men are often more aggressive. This is making stereotypes. This is awful. I'm sorry, but I guess that's kind of how we're different. What do you think, Olivet?
Yeah, I don't really remember what the article talked about that, but I was kind of thinking like women are like considered that they're outside the society because back in the days it was normal for them that men rules the society and that women are just very submissive to the men. So I think that's how they were they were isolated to the society and that how they feel that they're outside or foreign to the society.
That's true, because men wouldn't let them do anything like part of their society. They're kind of just separate, and
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they would, but they would just make fun of one person
If they
or
tried to.
a woman.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's not
Yeah.
your place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it, but you'll never make it.
Yeah, it's bad. And there were like rules against women preventing them from doing things. It's bad.
Hey, how are they seen as representing as representing that society or not representing it or being foreign to it?
That's similar. How they represent society or how they're different from it. Or- I don't know. There's lots of different parts of society. So maybe work society. 'Cause for a long time, women weren't allowed to work. But they would have to stay at home with children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times in the workplace, they like maybe
It's like the women do the cleaning, house.
Yeah.
Men, they do the hard work.
Mm. What else do you guys think would be
How are they
women
seen?
representing society?
Yeah, so I remember, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I think the article talked about how women are not allowed to work, and when they do work, they should be like handing the money,
It froze.
or this one way or another. So the husbands should be like just giving the money to their wives, but not letting them what they call
Is it how they?
spend them for themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's very limited for women
Money.
to take control of that.
Yeah, that's true. It talked about how women couldn't have control with money, and like money meant power in society a lot of times. So like women couldn't make money, and when they did, it was like their husbands had to have control of it. So yeah, they couldn't get any power in society. So they're like not part of it as much. That's true.
How do your examples from your movie clips relate to the reading?
Reading. Okay. Who wants to go first? Hey. You want to talk about yours in holes, or do you want to think about it more? I had an example from Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, the animated one that's really old by Disney. Because since it's old, they had like older ways of viewing women, and like Wendy was in that video like very just following along with whatever they told her to do. Like Peter Pan's like, you do this, you stay here, and she was kind of just viewed as not independent. Like they were like, oh, you're just our mother, that's your only purpose. Remember they like
to
made
take
her
care of them.
yeah, so they like treated her like she was very separate from like their group, because they were the group of lost boys and she was a girl, so she was like not actually really part of it. Yeah, and so they kind of were isolating her that way from their society thing, so she was treated as the other. What do you guys think?
The movie Holes. What's the girl's name?
I don't remember
I
at
don't
all.
remember, but
The
the teacher. So the people in that town didn't want her to teach because what they believed that women were just, the only thing they were good at was just to cook, do the cleaning,
She wanted to be a teacher.
yeah. And plus, they didn't want her to be a teacher or to teach because that'll make the men feel like they're stupid. And yeah, the women are smart, but yeah. So yeah,
That's good. What about you, all of it?
Yeah, so I've seen this movie entitled Enough, starring Jennifer Lopez, and so she was as a waitress, and then there's this man who kind of set it up to kind of like defend her from another guy, and so they got married together. But as the time went on, the husband kind of abused her.
Oh.
And yeah, in the middle part of the story, it was like the husband was obviously cheating on her wife, and Jennifer confronted her husband, but the husband said that it's his right because he's the man in the family and he works for the family. It kind of goes like how man underestimates the power or the rights of, yeah, that's
It's
all
like
I
they
think about.
they think they're the ones who are making money, and they get to take control of the family and everything.
And they don't like view women's opinions as important.
They want them to be like the only ones making the decisions, and the women are just there to be like slaves.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's awful.
They'd be like, if you don't work, if you're not making the money, so
Yeah. It's
you
bad.
just be quiet.
Just be quiet and listen. Yeah. That's not fun. I'm glad society is going away from that
Yeah,
because that's not good.
Yeah, a little bit.
it's like now women have rights.
Yeah, we're like working on
Not
it.
like in those days.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one. Make sure you look at quotes from the reading and details from the clips that support your answers. Okay.
We kind of
Yeah.
we didn't really use direct quotes, but
Yeah.
you referenced the reading. The reading was so long; it's so hard to find any like.
Yeah, I know.
You're actually in it. If I had known to like write it down while I was reading it, then I would have. But I was doing a different. Woo!
And that's
All right.
it.
Yeah. Right on, right?
Feel better soon, all of it. I hope
Thank
your
you,
headache.
guys. When are
Sleep
we
well.
meeting again?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'll stop the broadcast now.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a good night, guys.